Fourth quarter ready to get underway here. 44-42 in favor of the blue team. Red team with the football. First down and 10 from their own 31. And the handoff to Tucker goes nowhere.
Handoff goes to number 1, Shane
we
Tucker
see what
from MUS.
Harold Grader's role is for the day, doing it very well. He's the water boy.
Number 59, Denarius Dewey of
We
Raleigh.
appreciate Harold stopping by. It's been
Gains
tough
to
to
the
get through this one
31-yard
without
line.
any water.
I know,
I've been waiting for Harold to deliver us some water all day long.
Well,
About time he lives up to his water boy responsibilities.
Well, I have to say, while you were talking
Second
to
and
Bill
10.
Giles, I did go hit the water fountain outside. So, but yeah, a little parched calling all these touchdown plays. Goodness gracious.
Second down and 10 now for the red team. They go left to right here in this fourth quarter. Ruben to throw, has a man Gray, but it's thrown out of bounds.
Pass incomplete.
There was a
Intended for number
safety back there
23,
deep for
Donald
the blue
Gray
team,
of White
George
Station.
Odom. But yeah, when
Brings
you're in
up third
doubt,
down
never
and
a bad
10.
idea to just throw it up in the air in the direction of Donald Gray. He
If
will go
anyone-
make a play for you.
If anyone can catch one that's 5 yards out of bounds and somehow get it back in bounds, that would be Donald Gray. He is a special athlete. What at the next level? What do you think of Donald Gray?
I think he's just a playmaker, and I'm telling you, I think he can play because he has unbelievable hands and he just makes plays.
I'm a little surprised in terms of his recruitment. What's out there for him, because I'd love to see him on a lot of D1 teams.
Here is a pass hold too high over the middle, and boy, oh boy.
Pass is incomplete.
Number 18 for the
The
red
receiver was
team,
number
Will
18,
Whitley.
Will Whitley of
Thank the
MUS.
defensive back, the safety back there,
It'll
for
be
not
fourth
taking a
down
bigger
and
shot
10.
than he did, as his quarterback Ruben put Whitley in a bad spot there with a high pass over the middle.
I think there's a lot of emphasis put sometimes at the higher levels, Eli. The measurables become such a big thing.
Deep
But,
for the blue team,
you know,
number
you have
10,
kids
Marcus
like
Stewart of
Gray
President,
that
and
you
number
just- they just
21,
pop when you
George
watch them on
Odom of
tape.
Millington.
And I just think that's
In punt
you see
formation
it
for
every
the
year
red
when
team will be number 19, Thurston
NCAA
Rubin
team,
of
or FCS
Fairleigh.
team, performs really well against an FBS team. Those kids can make a difference at a higher level if they get the opportunity. I think some coaches, like Justin Fuente, for example, looking for talent. I mean, that's not a bad idea to go and get players like that.
Anthony Miller, from the great receiver from Christian Brothers, who we've seen catch a touchdown here. He's one of those that doesn't have the speed that they're, that 40 time that maybe some of those are looking for. That's really the only thing that's hurt him with some teams at the higher level is they look at him and he runs a 4.7 or 4.8, and they're looking for 4.3, 4.4 at the wide receiver positions. Here the punt now is blocked by Ruben has his punt blocked, and the blue team will take over here inside the 20-yard line of the red. He stopped to fake the punt at first because there was a guy in his face, tried to take a step to his right and get it away, but it was still blocked by the blue team, and the Blues will take over deep in red territory.
I'm not 100% sure.
Will
He
be
didn't just
spotted
kick
at the
that
18-yard line of the Red All-Stars.
I think it was blocked by his own
He was in
man.
tight quarters by the time he actually tried to kick that.
That was not a textbook punt.
It was like trying to punt out of a phone booth.
It was, which is hard to do. I don't know if you ever tried that or not, Eli, but they still have phone booths?
I don't think so. For the younger listeners, they don't even know what I'm talking about. It makes me feel old.
No, I haven't seen a phone booth in a long time.
Here is Drew Reed, goes play action, rolling right, throwing towards the
Wide
end zone, has a
open.
man
Goodness
wide
gracious.
open, and it is caught for the touchdown,
Pass
as it
complete to
is
number 10,
Lamarcus
Gerald Perry
Stewart
of
from Tresvant
Brecken to
with
number
the
10,
touchdown
Lamarcus Stewart
reception.
of Tresvant.
Number 10 has been a
Touchdown.
popular number. Gerald
Blue
Perry
team.
wears number 10 for the red team. He's got 2 touchdowns, and now Stewart, wearing number 10 for the blue, catches the 18-yard touchdown pass from Drew Reed.
That was a classic bust in the coverage, as in the back of the end zone.
Taking the point after for
Stewart
the blue
was
team from
absolutely
Brecken, number 88,
wide
Thomas Marsh.
open.
Out of
And
the
I'm
hole
sure
of
Drew
number
Reed
84,
probably
Evan
couldn't believe his
Michael of
eyes when he looked
CBHS.
back there, rolling out and realizing, oh my goodness, there was not a defender within about 5 yards of him in any direction in the back of the end zone.
Extra point is good, but as is customary in extra points,
Kick
they
is
have
good.
penalty
There is
flags.
a flag on
I've
the
had a
field.
flag on just about every single extra point for whatever reason.
The defenses have had trouble lining up onside. And this one looks like it will be, yes, offside again. That will be extra point good, and they will put the 5 yards on to
34
the
seconds
kickoff.
remaining
So
in the
it is
2012
51
AutoZone Liberty
to
Bowl
42
All-Star football
in
game
favor of
with
the
your
Blue,
score. Blue team
with
51,
12:34 now
red team
remaining
42.
here in the fourth quarter.
Still plenty of time to score another 4 or 5 touchdowns, I'd say.
My goodness. This is,
51-42.
again, the most points ever scored by a team in this game had been 24. It is now
by an individual team. Yeah.
It is now 51-42. And we have 12:34 to go.
And again, by the way, Eli, only once had a team gotten over 20. And that was that one that that was an unusually big scoring game. When you get 24, that was an outburst.
And mind you, we were playing 15-minute quarters, but we have 12:34. We basically have the extra time they're playing today remaining. So we've now basically played the regulation 12-minute quarters that they normally played in this game. And it's 51-42.
It's unbelievable.
We're just now getting to the extra 12 minutes that they've added with the 15-minute quarters.
I'm a big soccer guy. It's like extra time. That's what they give. It's a little extra time here. A little bonus.
A little more scoring than soccer.
A little bit.
With the 5 yards off the penalty added onto the kickoff to kick those out of the back of the end zone.
It's hard to even imagine what to say. And the thing is that you've still got such playmakers out there that are capable of doing all kinds. I don't even know what to expect for the last 12:34 of this ball game, because we've seen both teams make some sensational plays. And Eddie Harper out there at quarterback, he's been probably the most effective of the bunch. He and Donald Gray out there. Anything can happen with those two guys.
Well, and you got Gerald Perry, who's got the 2 touchdown catches too. So you got Gray and Perry on the outside here for this red team.
The mini fridge doing
it. You can take some shots. That's for sure. And those two both come to the near side. Will Whitley's also had some big catches. They've got plenty of weapons here. This red team who now trails by 9-1. Now the snap is past Harper, and he's going to jump on it back at the 5-yard line. We've seen that a couple of times now out of the red team. So Harper has to jump on it. They'll mark him at the 6-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 29. Loss of 19 on the play.
That wasn't just a little over his head. That was way over his head. Harper did a nice job of jumping on and making sure that he took care of that ball. That was very important. As we've got a timeout now by the red team to discuss it. Marcus Wimberly, let's talk a little bit about this one. Not a great down and distance. Not a great scenario for you. 2nd and 29 on your own 6.
No, it certainly is not. But the way things are going today, you wouldn't be surprised at all if they get a first down on the next play.
I'd throw it to Donald Gray.
Might go the distance.
That's what I'd do. I'd throw it to Donald Gray, let him elude about 50 tackles, and then go into the end zone for another touchdown. Yeah, it's been unbelievable. And again, it bodes. I hope this is this reminds me. You remember the
Tennessee Army National Guard would like to thank all fans for attending today's game and for the support shown to our fine student athletes and coaches.
Or something like that.
It has been an
very
honor
reminiscent
to be
of
part
that.
this classic event.
And they're wearing blue and red, which was the same in that game.
That was a great game. That was kind of the coming out party in some respects for both of those teams, taking the step up to bigger and better things. Boise State was just becoming. They had come off 1 or 2 years where they were sort of emerging as a national power under, I think Dan Hawkins was still the coach at that time.
Yep.
And then Louisville, same thing with Bobby Petrino starting to make his way. And, of course, Bobby's had a few scrapes in the interim, but be that as it may. Might be the new Arkansas State coach.
Neither one of those guys is coaching right now.
Good point. Dan Hawkins has a few as well. This is not intramurals, brother. Go play intramurals, brother.
Neither one of those guys currently coaching, so you could,
Bobby Petrino might be joining the coaching ranks here pretty soon, if rumor has it. Arkansas State with another opportunity. Boy, they keep getting some solid coaches at Arkansas State, don't they?
We had big coaching news today as Tommy Tuberville going to Cincinnati in a surprise move.
I think he wanted out of Lubbock quite badly.
What gave it away? The taking the Cincinnati job, maybe?
The taking it in like 2 seconds? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
A 24-hour coaching search by Cincinnati, and they land
gracious.
Tommy Tuberville.
Well, they know how to handle it, unlike Tennessee's 24-day coaching search.
So now the timeout over.
It'll be 2nd down and 29 for the Red All-Stars.
11:43 remaining here. 51-42 our score. Red team facing 2nd and 29 from their own 6. Here's the pass complete here. Oh, now breaking some tackles and out across the 10 to about the 12-yard line. Gerald Perry once again.
He's at it again. So that buys him a little room. 12, I gained 6 or so. But that, in fairness, and that was a nice play by Perry, actually, even though it got only 6 yards. He really, by all rights, should have been tackled for about a 3-yard loss. 2 or 3 blue defenders were in that backfield with him. But he's an elusive guy and has made some really big plays. 3rd and 23, though, at their own 12-yard line for Eddie Harper. And Jordan Rogers is out there, excuse me, for for the red team.
Rogers comes out here, sends 3 receivers left. He's got Perry to the right. And back to throw is Rogers. He's pressured immediately, and he's going to go down. Taken down by number 50. That is Joshua Jones out of Tresvent with the sack for the blue team, and the red team will be forced to punt.
Just a bust on the offensive line. So Jones came in basically untouched. And that's really when you're only rushing to the standard 4, and you're not doing anything fancy. You're not allowed to do any stunts or anything crazy in terms of the way that you rush. If you're going to get pressure, it's just going to have to be one-on-one, just whipping a guy athletically. That's exactly what Joshua Jones did. Rogers had nowhere to go. And now, tough spot here because the punting game hasn't been great for the red team, and they are way up against it now with the ball at the 4-yard line.
Thurston Rubin to kick it away, gets it away. It will be taken at the 40-yard line and then up the sideline with a little tightrope walk.
Taking the kick, number
to the
21,
30-yard line goes George Odom. Boy, he caught that right on the sideline and was able to immediately turn it upfield to just a little tightrope walk, and he got it all the way to mark him at the 28-yard line. Nice job on the return there by Odom.
First down, 10 yards to go, blue team.
So Brady Stewart will come back out with the offense for the blue team as they look to once again extend the lead, 51-42. Quick throw, it's knocked down, deflected. Now they're going to
say that's lateral.
Say that's a live ball.
I guess it's a lateral, I think. I don't. It looked to me like a forward pass. It didn't look like a lateral situation, but
it was Christian Johnson, who got his hand up and deflected it. It was clearly thrown forward.
It was a forward pass. Just because it's tipped doesn't make it a lateral.
They're going to call that they're going to say that was a live ball. They're going to call that a lateral.
Well, that's going to be a big loss on the play then. That's going to drop them back considerably. That'll be a loss of what, 13?
Putting at the 42-yard line.
So second down and about 23 upcoming.
Stewart back to throw, little screen pass. Crutchfield, boy, that could have been intercepted as it went off of Crutchfield's hands into the air. Had number 24 to Howell out of NUS looked and saw the ball. He could have intercepted that. But ends up incomplete. And will bring up third down and very long here for the Blues.
Yeah, Howell naturally, as a linebacker would, had his head down and really focused on making that tackle, but that ball popped up right in front of him, and that could have easily been a pick six for Howell if that had been the case. So break for the blue team as they snap it quickly on third down, hand it off to Walter Crutchfield over the left side of the line. Not much there. He'll get decent yardage to the 36. Ball, and we've got, goodness, we've got a melee and a Donnybrook and punches thrown.
Melee and a Donnybrook.
Yeah, both. That's a Mac Weaver from Harding in the mix there, along with number 55, Michael Moore. Yeah. Well, that thing got a little chippy.
You don't see that in All-Star games very often.
No, you don't. Boy, Weaver was unhappy. Moore too. They threw some leather a little bit.
So,
which, by the way, side note, I never understand, if you got helmets on, why are you throwing punches? There's no reason for that. You're gonna hit the helmet. It's gonna hurt your hand.
Yes. Helmet versus hand. Helmet wins every time.
So I don't really get that. I mean, if you're gonna take a guy down or something, take the helmet off.
9:03 to go here.
So now we have, I think it's the first time we've seen that in the Liberty Ball All-Star game as well.
I think we might have had one a few years ago. I think we might have had a big one right at the end of the game. They were still consulting. The referee, all the officials gathered together to talk this one over. Or talk about their Grizzlies tickets for tonight and how they need to get this game over. Everybody's got to pick up their flag. Pretty sure every official threw his flag. And now we're going to get an ejection.
I would assume so. Yeah, I think
we might get two ejections.
I think both those guys are going to get kicked out. I would imagine for throwing punches. Should be offsetting person fouls.
It is indeed. Both players ejected.
Yep. That makes sense.
They get ejected from an All-Star game.
We have not seen that.
I don't believe we've
never
seen
ejections from an All-Star game. That's got to be a first.
Another record set here today.
This is a record-setting day in every conceivable way.
See, the extra time. The extra time led to those ejections. These guys just got a little angry.
And now
more than 48 minutes.
And now check it out. We're going to send Forrest out for a 53-yard field goal attempt.
Attempting a 53-yard field goal from breakfast
Why not?
Wait, the 48-yarder would have been good from 53.
That'd be a record too, right?
There's the snap. The kick is up, and it is
just a little short, I think.
Just barely. And Donald Gray was back there. He was gonna, if it was any shorter, he was going to catch it and try and return it. But it ends up over his head, just barely short of the crossbar. So
it's a tough. I'll say
52 yards, it would have been good. 53 was just a hair short.
And it's a tough. I have to say the weather's not really conducive to kicking at all because it's so. It's very
25-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Red All Stars.
That's a nice job by Forrest to even get it to that point. Not the easiest thing to do. As I said, I saw him hit at St. Benedict in the rain, a driving rainstorm, hit a 53-yarder on grass. So I know he can do it. But not an easy night to make that happen.
So red team takes over, handoff on first down to Tucker, Shane Tucker,
carry, number 1,
across
Shane
the 30 to the 32-yard line. 51-42, blue team with a 9-point lead, so it is 2 possessions. So red team with the football here. Second down coming up, 2nd and 3 now.
7-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 3.
And since they're kind of using college rules with that missed field goal, normally that would go to the 20 via high school, but they're using the 25-yard line, the touchback spot for college.
Pass complete,
to number 18, Will Whitley of MUS. Whitley picks up a first down for the red team across the 35-yard line.
Kind of a hybrid. Arlington. Would that not be at the spot?
Yeah, the spot.
Yeah, so it's kind of a hybrid.
They're going
Football's at the 36-yard line. It is first down, 10 yards to go.
Going a little.
He's kind of just making it up as we go along, I think. Running clock.
High
sometimes.
We're calling them high college rules. First down and 10 here from the 36. Rogers rolling left, not going to run with it. Runs into his own man. Now takes it out to the 43-yard line. Ran into his offensive lineman, Antonio Laurel,
with the tackle number 50, Joshua Jones of President.
Is that Christian Brothers? I got to see Antonio play a little bit.
Ball spotted at the 42-yard line. Gain of 6 at 2nd down.
6 yards.
Yeah, did.
Kind of a wild scramble. As the red team trying to come back, they're down 9, so a 2-possession game here. But anything can happen in the next 6:48.
Second down as Rogers is back to throw. Pressured, and he will go down. Robbie Young.
Quarterback number 12, Jordan Rogers.
Robbie Young, the first man there, so always feels a little extra good for a Christian Brothers guy to sack an MUS guy.
I was going to say, it's a little extra something for sure. And Robbie Young got up and kind of did a little extra kind of dance celebration thing because, you know, that means a little extra for him. There was a window for Rogers. He had about a half a second. He could have
gotten at the 33-yard line. It's third down.
Had to take that ball back down and was immediately sacked. So that brings up a 3rd and long, 3rd down and 14 now at the 32-yard line.
So the defenses have finally figured things out here in this 4th quarter, I think. Here's the throw. I say that. He completes one to the 45-yard line.
What was that again, Eli?
Pass is complete.
He completes it to his MUS teammate Will Whitley for the first down at the 45 of the blue team.
Credit the tackle number 21, George Odom of Millington.
Under 6 minutes to go now.
5-yard line.
23 yards on that play, but boy, just
it is first down, 10 yards to go for the red team.
Those two guys should have chemistry there too.
First down and 10 for the red team, trailing by 9 with 5.5 minutes to go. Gray in motion, handoff to Tucker. Tucker straight up the middle for about 3.
On the carry up the middle, number 1, Shane Tucker of MUS.
Gray, and that's always a dangerous weapon.
With the tackle number 59, there is Dooley of Raleigh, Egypt.
Have, a number of different ways they can use Gray, but he's been a little bit quiet over the last few possessions, so that would
gain is to the 42-yard line. Pick up a 3 at second down and 7.
Ball at the 42. 5 minutes to go. 51-42, blue team with the advantage. Red team leads the series 6-4. There is a penalty flag going to come in on a pass play far side. Looks like this will be pass interference called against the blue team.
Threw a little wheel route, and it was a really nicely designed play, actually, on the fake to, again, a fake that jet sweep to Gray, trying to throw that wheel route to the outside, and then there was a very clear penalty as Rashawn Whitaker from Arlington just kind of held up the receiver, just sort of put his arms there and just held him up.
Yeah, it was Whitley from MUS out there again, and Whitaker just held on to him. So the penalty against the blue team will give the Reds a first down.
And it was a holding, not even a pass interference. That tells you kind of what the deal was. It was almost before.
Spotted at the 32-yard line.
Just stopped.
Penalty is first down 10 for
So
the
they
Red
put it at the
All-Stars.
32-yard line now. First down and 10 for the red team. And Rogers will hand off Tucker. Tucker, big hole. Tucker to the 20. Tucker to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown as he leaps into the end zone, puts his heels, and lands on his backside. Shane Tucker with the touchdown. A 32-yard score.
I love these kids. That's great. I like the little heel click thing. Don't try that in a regular season. But still, you know,
apparently heel clicks are okay, flips are not.
Yeah,
is what we've learned. Because he did not get a penalty.
I can't believe he didn't throw the flag on that.
Hold of number 2,
what a
Eddie
great
Harper
run.
from East.
As he made 2 or 3 separate cuts in the open field and took 3 guys right out of the play. And that was a tremendous work by Tucker. And he's shown in this ballgame, he's a great open
point is
field.
good.
You give him just a little bit of space, and he can make a couple
4
guys
minutes,
miss.
32
now
seconds
with the
remaining in
extra
the
point up and
football
good, it's
game with the
50.
score.
We officially hit the century mark.
Red
The
All-Stars
extra point
49.
by Amaro makes it
Goodness gracious.
51-49. 100 points put on the board here with 4:32 to go.
It's just remarkable. It really is.
Again, folks, the most points ever scored in this game before today was 37. We have 100.
Teeing it up for the Red
There were
All-Stars,
84
number 16,
points scored
Faustino
combined in the
Amaro.
first 4 games. So we're well past that. There were 100.
Again, there were 247 in 10 total games. 247 today. We have 100.
And number 21.
There were 111 scored in the first 5. So we're not too far away from that. A couple scores in this one, and we'll beat the first 5. So we'll beat half the games that we're playing.
Absolutely
In this game,
crazy.
this is just madness. It has been a tremendous game, and the weather thankfully has held up pretty well. No problems. Just a little cloudy, but perfect day for football. And you know, part of the reason the score has been so low, in addition to the fact that it's hard to play as an all-star team, or so I thought. The weather's been terrible, generally speaking, for the game, but today, not too bad.
There's Crutchfield on the return. He took one back for a touchdown earlier. He turns the corner at the 40. He's across the 50, down the sideline, still on his feet, and he's going to go.
Got a flag thrown at the 17-yard line. I don't know if it was stepped out of bounds or what, but there's a flag thrown.
There is a flag on the field.
It's going to come back.
Actually.
I think it must be a hold or some sort of illegal block that's going to bring it back. But boy, oh boy, Crutchfield takes it back 85 yards. Again, the last play of the first half, he took the kickoff with 2 seconds remaining in that first half. The red team kicked off. Crutchfield took it the distance on that one. Here he does it, but it's going to come back because of penalty. We'll see. It looks like they're going to mark it from the 15, so I imagine it's going to come back to the 25-yard line.
Crutchfield, it was well blocked. It really didn't look like, it wasn't anything spectacular in terms of being great moves he made. He just followed the blocks and then accelerated. He's got some great open field speed.
And we got a timeout. A little timeout here, 4:17 to go. 51-49, blue team with the advantage. We're back in 1 minute. The 11th annual AutoZone Liberty Bowl High School All-Star Game
Burger
continues.
King's original Whopper is 1/4 pound of beef, hot, juicy, right off the grill, and fixed with your choice of all the freshest ingredients, which include fresh fish lettuce, red white tomatoes, old-fashioned dill pickles, onions, mayonnaise, and ketchup, and all on a sesame seed bun. America's favorite burger, the original Whopper, fire grilled to juicy perfection and made to order. Only at Burger King. Come on over. The fire's ready. Blue team first down at 10. The red team's 25-yard line.
51-49 is our score here. 4:17 remaining. Blue team with the football at the red 25-yard line, trying to extend this back to a 2-score game. Drew Reed back in there at quarterback. The Arlington product, playing for his coach, Chris Wiley, is the head coach of the blue team.
What are we waiting for?
Taking a little extra time with the timeout, just making sure everybody's comfortable. Here is a handoff on first down, and a big collision there is coming up to make the stop with Jerry Thompson. And Antonio Weber out of Millington, the running back on the carry.
And Eli mentioned, I love watching Jerry Thompson play defense especially. He's a good quarterback. Good running quarterback for White Station and Devin Weber. On defense, you see if you watch the replay here in the stands, both guys went low, but Thompson went lower. Just a textbook block of a tough guy to bring down. That was a nice play. I like the way Thompson plays the game.
So staying in there at running back is Weber. He stands to the right of Reed. 3:30 to go. Second down and 8. Reed takes the snap, hands off again, and coming up to make the stop is your boy once again, Jerry Thompson, tackling Antonio Weber.
He just has a nose for the ball. Weber, tough guy to bring down. Good yardage by Weber that time. 3rd down now and 5 upcoming, and you see Wiley for the first time really all game keeping it on the ground and letting that clock run. So he realizes now with about 3:10 left, 23 seconds left on the play clock, that he could take this thing down under the into the 2-minute area if he plays his cards right. And of course, got a pretty good field goal kicker in Forrest. He'd feel pretty good about extending this to at least a 5-point game.
They get the first down here. They can really milk this clock and just about run it out. Here's a low snap. Reed scoops it up off the ground, and then he's going to go down. Goes down back at the 30-yard line.
Number 7, Drew Reed.
Terrence Partee making that stop, and Eli, that was about the last thing that you wanted as a blue team player. The one thing that you really couldn't have happen was a sack like that, because now that takes you, you're still in field goal range, although it's 45-yard, a little bit tricky, a little harder than you'd like to see at this situation, but instead now you're probably going to get an opportunity to give the red team a chance to go down and try to win the game.
Yeah, red team will take a timeout here to save as much clock as they can. An 8-yard loss on the sack after the fumble there. 2:45 to go. 51-49 the blue team. Assume the field goal attempt will come up here, and that would try and make it a 5-point game. And then it just comes down to whether the red team could go down and score a touchdown, or if the blue team can get a stop.
Red team leading the series 6-4, so a lot of pride on the line for the red team to keep that record up.
They've won the last 2, so trying to extend their winning streak.
Red pride. Don't think that really factors in, to be honest with you.
I don't really think that these guys even know what last year's red team did.
Nor did I, in fairness, until I consulted the old program.
So
they're not
going to kick the field goal. They're going to go for it. Reed comes out. And they do a little reverse, and now going to throw the football back to Reed. He makes the catch and has the first down. It was Justin Boring, the other Arlington player who's been a wide receiver. They handed it off. That it was flipped to Boring, and Boring threw back to his quarterback, Reed, who makes the catch and gets the first down.
Sensation.
A 14-yard gain.
Love to see that in the All-Star game. That's what you're supposed to do in an All-Star game. Forget about playing for the conservative way or kicking a field goal, something like that. Nah, why not do a little reverse, toss back, throw to the quarterback? Hey, what the heck?
And
4th and 13, yeah.
He got it by a yard.
Yep.
Got the first down. He made the catch right at the marker. Picks it up by a yard, and so fresh set of downs here, and the blue team can really use the clock now.
Because just one timeout left for the red team, so the blue team is really in the driver's seat right now.
Reed using as much of the play clock as he can. Now they snap the football, hand off to Crutchfield. Crutchfield up the middle, breaking a tackle. Gets down near the 5-yard line.
On the carry, number 23, Walter Crutchfield.
That, I think, is just about going to wrap this one up. Just about. They've got one timeout left, the red team, but the clock is now under a minute 45. So as that clock runs, your best case scenario would be a field goal.
8-yard gain on the carry, and second down and 2.
20 seconds left, somewhere in that neighborhood. So it's looking very unlikely for a red win.
Yeah, if the red doesn't use their timeout, they can run it out here.
And they may decide not to. They may look and realize that.
They still could pick up another first down here by getting a couple yards. It's second down and 2 here. They get inside the 4. They got another first down. To Stewart now, and he hands off to Crutchfield. Crutchfield is going to have the first down. So now they definitely could kneel on it and end it if they want.
Walter Crutchfield of the blue team.
Which they should.
With the tackle
with the first down. Stops here.
I think they called
the
the timeout.
Yeah, Red called the timeout. Red's going to use their final timeout. So they're hoping for a bad snap. That's basically their hope.
Because otherwise, yeah, as you mentioned, with a minute 11 left in a first and goal situation, no timeouts for the red team. This is a kneel down type thing. And, the blue team should be able to take home the what is a very nice trophy. Although it was, it's now down on the field, but it was sitting up here with us. It's a nice trophy.
Yeah, it is very nice. Very nice trophy.
Champion Awards, folks, put that thing together. That's a good one.
So it'll be first down and goal from the 3 with a minute 11 to go.
Tell you what I've learned, Eli. It's always nice to hoist the trophy, no matter what it's for. Especially a big one like that. It's just fun. Whether you win a golf scramble, whether you win an All-Star game, whether you win the Super Bowl, it's just nice to hoist a trophy.
Some better than others.
Well, some
Super Bowl better than a golf scramble.
I think that goes without saying, Eli. But of course, it's nice to hoist a trophy. Hey, if you got your bowling league and you win a big trophy, that's nice. It's fun.
Have you hoisted many bowling trophies?
Well, I don't want to brag, but no. I don't want to brag, so I won't, because I haven't. Hoisted a few Knowledge Bowl trophies.
So you ain't too proud to beg, but you are too proud to brag.
Oh.
They will hand off here, and getting
I think he got
in for the score is Antonio Weber. So the blue team adds another touchdown.
Number 28, Antonio Weber,
just wanted to add to the record.
Into the end zone.
Well, this is interesting because if they were to miss this extra point, it's still just a one-score game.
Yeah,
you're giving the red the ball back.
Really, the only way the red team could theoretically win the game, even if they hit this extra point, the red could go down, score, onside kick. It still gives the red team an outlet to kind of be in the game. I mean, again, this is an all-star game, so it's not not a big deal, but that would be a terrible decision in a regular season.
The extra point is good, so it is a 9-point game. So that big there, that does make it 2 possessions.
But even still, that's the only chance they have. You could actually, even if they score here, you could.
By kneeling it down, you could have ensured.
You could ensure you win.
This now, while it takes a miracle, there is a possibility, a very small one.
You have opened the door a tiny amount. You could have shut it and locked it as you kneel down. But again, just like the 4th and 13, I mean, heck, if you're going to go for a quarterback throwback pass on 4th and 13 against all normal rules of playing football, then why not?
And it gets Weber a chance to get a touchdown. We hadn't seen a whole lot of him today, so he got some carries on drive. He ends up getting a touchdown out of it, so good for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's an all-star game, so even if the red team comes back and wins, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's not going to happen.
If the blue team had opportunity to have that satisfying hoisting of a trophy.
Well, that's true. Now, the trophy hoisting is a satisfying thing indeed. And, the blue team, I think they're a minute 3 away. Should be able to hang on to it. But the red team with that opportunity, just the tiniest little bit. Stay tuned, folks. What's going to happen? Minute 3, do not tune away.
You got Donald Gray standing back there, so nothing is out of the question today with what we've seen in this game.
Eli, who's your AutoZone Liberty Bowl High School All-Star Game player of the game at this point?
That's a tough call.
Who isn't the player of the game?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Here is great. Now he flips it to another return man. To about the 30-yard line goes Darius Sims.
Taking the lateral, number 5, Darius.
And I'm going to tell you,
Sims
if I'm Donald Gray, I'm not tossing it. I'm running that thing myself. An interesting idea. 53 seconds left on the clock. Ball is going to be spotted right around the 28-yard line. So 72 yards to go, no timeouts to cut it inside a field goal, and then they'd have to get an onside kick, which is highly unlikely but not impossible for the red team. What's going to happen? You got to stick around to find out.
Walter Crutchfield would have to certainly be considered. If that second kickoff return would have actually stood, then he definitely would have been. Here's Gray. Donald Gray stepping out of bounds at the 36-yard line, 47 seconds to go.
Gray, White Station, he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I think you've got to get
at the 35-yard line.
At this point, I would say most likely, I would possibly say
7-yard gain is second down and 3.
Maybe Gerald Perry.
Yeah, Perry's had a terrific game for the red team. They will, looks like, lose it. So if you're looking for somebody, and here's a completion now. They do a little reverse pass. This one goes to Donald Gray, and Gray gets out of bounds at the 46-yard line, picks up the first down with 34 seconds to go.
Yeah, I would say Gerald Perry is a possibility. Maybe you pick one of the quarterbacks from the blue team, whether it's Drew Reed or Brady Stewart. They both
balls at the 44-yard line. First down, 10 for the Red All-Stars.
There's a lot of candidates out there.
Rogers looking to throw, now running to his right, throws it as a man. Gray, wow, in a rare circumstance, Donald Gray didn't hold on to the football. He got hit as the ball arrived, and he wasn't able to make the catch. I'm used to seeing Donald Gray hold on to everything he gets his hands on. Could not hold on to that one.
Yeah, that was just a bit of a drop from Donald Gray, but he's done it all tonight, so no surprise there. 26 seconds left. Time certainly just about to run out on the red hopes of hoisting that trophy.
26 seconds to go as they snap it on 2nd and 10, and Rogers steps up, throws far side. It's almost intercepted, as stepping in front of that one was Rashawn Whitaker. Could not make the pick, but it is incomplete with 19 seconds to go.
Gotta go Hail Mary.
It is third down.
You gotta score on this play to have any chance of doing anything. So just got to sling it. I'd say Jordan Rogers, just sling it. Everybody run to the end zone. See what happens. The way things are going today, they'll catch it.
Third down play is Rogers back to throw. Pressure comes from Robbie Young. He drops it off to Tucker. Tucker will pick up the first down. Gets it to the 43-yard line. That'll stop the clock temporarily with 10 seconds to go. So we're probably looking at the final play coming up here. They may spike it.
They're going to spike it. Marcus Wimberly asked for a
43-yard line, first and 10.
Rogers gets under center. He will just spike it. So 7 seconds to go.
Ball is spiked.
The clock stops, and now
this will be the last play of the game. Send everybody into the end zone, and we'll all drive home safely.
And then go for 3. Touchdown pass and a go for 3.
Why not? Let's say you can do that in the All-Star game. That's a hybrid rule, right?
Back up, you can kick it from like the 50.
Call your shot. Say, I'll kick a 60-yarder. You give me 3 points for it.
I prefer they go for 4, actually. I don't either
That's
2 or
point.
4.
Yeah,
I don't want 3.
Point. That's a good point.
Here is Rogers. Steps up. Throws it deep down the middle, and it is incomplete, and that is the final play of the game. So the blue team holds on to win a high-scoring affair, 58-49 the final, as the blue team picks up the win and ends the red team's 2-game winning streak. The series now, Reds lead down to 1. They lead at 6-5 all time here in the AutoZone Liberty Bowl High School All-Star Game. We'll take a 1-minute timeout, come back, and wrap things up for you from MUS as the blue team wins it 58-49. Back in 1 minute here on Sports 56 WHBQ. 58-49 the final here as the blue team picks up the win in the 11th annual AutoZone Liberty Bowl High School All-Star Game. Peter, once again, weird game. Not what we normally expect, but always fun to come out here and watch these kids get to play their final game and kind of kick off the events for the AutoZone Liberty Bowl for the season.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, Eli, because we were talking before the game. We thought, well, you're not going to have
Presenting the AutoZone Liberty Bowl
Dotson,
All-Star Game trophy to
Jordan
Coach
Wilkins. I
Chris
mean, who knows?
Wiley.
Those might have been your
And
best
the
hopes
blue
for some
team
big-time
All-Stars,
offense.
Steve
We were thinking
Earhart,
it's going to be another game just like
Executive
the others,
Director of
and
the
this has
Liberty Bowl.
been
Ladies and
an
gentlemen, let's hear it for the
extraordinary,
blue team
extraordinary
All-Stars
game.
and coaches.
58-49 final, 107 points
We hope to see you all
scored
at the
combined.
54th
Blue team
AutoZone
now
Liberty Bowl on
hoisting
Monday,
that
December
trophy and getting
31st,
excited
as the
about it,
Iowa
rightly
State
so.
Cyclones
We saw a
of the
little bit of
Big 12
everything from
take on the
kickoff
Conference USA
returns,
champion,
fumble
the
returns,
Tulsa
interception
Golden
returns, big plays, all over the field. And I give an awful lot of credit to each and every one of these kids and the coaches, because obviously they put a lot of time and energy into preparation. You don't come out and score these kinds of numbers of points and execute as well as they did without really putting a lot into it. So I give them a lot of credit. They must have really tried and worked very, very hard. We even saw a couple of ejections. What the heck? I mean, we saw everything.
Congratulations to Chris Wiley, the winning coach for the blue team and all the folks on the blue team, but for everybody here, great honor to be selected for this game and a good ball game here today. 58-49 the final as the blue team gets the win. Peter, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Eli. Enjoyed it, absolutely. And we'll get ready for a good Liberty Bowl coming up on New Year's Eve.
That's right, New Year's Eve, 2:30, Tulsa and Iowa State in the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. That's going to do it for us. Thanks to David Basham back in the studios as well. As that will do it, I'll say so long for my partner Peter Edmiston. I'm Eli Savoy. 58-49 the final. So long, everybody.